Purpose, the need to create value.
Nowadays, we hear many people and organizations talk about value and purpose. But what actually is value? Why is it so important? And what actually is purpose?
You've probably once been in a situation where you asked yourself, what value do I add here? Are things better because of me? And if not, why am I here? What is my purpose? This is about the relationship between needs, value, existence right, and purpose, and it can be summarized as follows. Fulfilling the needs of others creates a value for them and simultaneously existence rights for us. In other words, there is mutual benefit, meaning that value creation determines our right to exist, our purpose. How do we find our existence rights? How do we find our purpose? It starts with questions like, what need do I fulfill for others? How important is that to them? What value do I add? Or in one sentence, what will others severely miss if I don't do what I do? Existence right is a fundamental concept of nature which says that an organism only exists because it has managed to adapt to its environment in such a way that it creates a need for it to be there. Nature shows us that if an organism doesn't fulfill a need, it does not create value, and therefore it has no right to exist, and thus it will disappear. Hence, we must create mutual benefit. And such mutual benefit is known in nature as symbiosis. It is mutual beneficial cooperation. The bee and the flower fulfill each other's needs, and we can see this everywhere in nature. So, how should we define purpose? Well, evidently it's more than just one thing. It represents a higher goal, it gives meaning to our existence, it is what inspires, motivates and mobilizes people. It fulfills human needs. It creates value for all stakeholders, it is symbiotic, and it is applicable to all forms of interactions. Individuals, organizations, society, everywhere. It creates a right to exist, a purpose, why we are here. Purpose answers the why. It drives everything. Without purpose, there's no us. How do swarm organizations fulfill purpose? Well, they use what is known as role-based organization design, in which purpose is the main driver to define roles and tasks. And in my video, Role-Based Organization Design, I explain exactly how that all works. Now, let's wrap it up. How is purpose linked to swarm organizations?
Well, a swarm organization is a self-organizing collective that mobilizes individuals around a common goal or their purpose. It uses flexible networks, distributed role-based leadership and transparent communication to create mutual beneficial cooperation, meaning that swarm organizations are symbiotic by nature.